All right, boys and girls, today's lesson is lesson 3-2, and today we're going to talk about the customary units of liquid volume. Okay? We know measurements, we're learning measurements, and we're understanding how measurements work, but now we're going to work on liquid volume, because when you have something you pour into something or pour out of something, you have to measure it differently than you would a straight line. So, first I want to show you a couple of charts, and if I were you, I would pause this and actually write all this stuff down. Over here on the far left would be just a little thing of milk that similar to the milk cartons you get here at school, and this might actually be small. It's about the size you get at school. Cup, you get 1 cup, and a little bit bigger one. You've seen little. Sometimes you see milk cartons that are just a little bit bigger, be like a pint, and then you see the normal big carton, milk carton. You get a quart, and then as it gets bigger, you get a half gallon, and then a gallon. So this is a chart that's most important. These pictures aren't as important as the chart. So 2 cups would equal a pint, 4 cups equal a quart, 8 cups equal a half a gallon, 16 cups equal 1 gallon. So if you just kind of have all this right here, I mean that kind of covers everything here, because it keeps going. But I would definitely write this down. So I'd pause and just write this down in your notes, because it's going to be really helpful. Okay, so hopefully you wrote this information down. I'm going to push this aside because we'll refer back to it later. So here's another picture. It gives you a better idea of the sizes of liquid volume. So a cup would be, like you would see it, a small cup. A pint would be like a small water bottle. A quart would be like a larger water bottle. And then a gallon would be like a big thing of milk. Just kind of gives you an idea which is bigger. That's the most important thing. We don't want you to be able to. You don't have to completely define what each of these are, but it's better to be able to know what you would use to measure. All right. So if we go to the first page, this says choose your best unit to measure the liquid volume. Right, cup, pint, quart, or gallon. So let me pull this up here so then you can refer back to it. It says a carton of heavy cream. Heavy cream is heavy cream is something people use to cook stuff. They use to cook. I'm going to do this for you because I laugh when I see heavy cream, because I only knew what heavy cream was about 6 months ago, and I was making some chicken Alfredo that I made from scratch, and I needed heavy cream, and I had no idea what it was. But it comes in a little carton that's similar to a cup. So the little milk one there. So it's not a very big container. You can sometimes find them in a pint size. So I'm going to do cup or pint, because it depends on how much heavy cream you need. A flour vase. What would you typically see a flour vase be? Hopefully you go somewhere between a pint or a cup. I'm sorry, pint or a quart. And that's because, depending on the flowers and the long stems on them, you need to have a deeper of a base. A cup wouldn't work, and a gallon would make no sense. It would look silly. A swimming pool. Would you measure that in cups, pints, quarts, or what? Hopefully you think gallons. Okay, so if you had a swimming pool and you had to put a certain amount of measurement in it, out of all these, you would definitely choose gallon. And a wash tub. The place you take, you do your wash or do your laundry, I guess, or maybe it means a bathtub. I don't know. I don't know why they would use some of these words here, but so you can go with quart or gallon, because if you're using a little tub that is in your laundry room, it might be smaller. But then if you're talking about a bathtub, you need gallon. So Puzzle Penguin down low. So today I had to choose the best unit to use to measure how much water is needed to fill a kitchen sink. I said the best unit is to use cups. Is my answer correct? If not, please correct my work and tell me what I did wrong. So everyone put a little pause and put a response in there. Okay, Puzzle Penguin's going to use cups to measure the amount of water in a kitchen sink. So write your answer and pause it. And pause it and write your answer. All right, so hopefully you said cups. Sure, you could do cups, but it's going to take a long time. Pints might actually take a long time. I would use quarts or gallons. Gallons would make probably the most sense. You'd do a 4 or 5 gallon tub, Quarts might work, but definitely don't want to do cups. It just would take, you can do it, but it would take a long time. That's like measuring, see how far it is from here to another state, and then using your ruler to go by inches. It just takes longer. You can do it, it just takes longer. Okay, number 6, think of a container. Choose the unit that you would use. Draw the, nah, we're not doing that. Okay. All right, don't worry about that. Okay, this page is the most important thing. Okay, this says ring the better estimate. What does ring mean? Oh, I guess ring means circle. Circle the better estimate. So, is a baby's bottle, would it make more sense being 2 cups or 2 quarts? Okay, hopefully you know, I know myself over the last few years that it's definitely cups. Quarts would be way too much milk. Number 8, 5 cups or 5 gallons would go in a little fish tank. Let's say that's a big fish tank. You definitely would use 5 gallons in a big fish tank. Okay, the next one is a teapot. We should do a pint or a gallon in a teapot. Well, hopefully you know that nobody wants to drink a gallon of tea, or if this is coffee, I don't know what it might be. You're not going to drink a gallon of it in the morning, though some people do. Next one, just a glass to drink out of. It's going to be a cup or a pint. We'll go cup on this one, but there are some glasses that are bigger where you can fit a whole pint of water in it, or whatever you're drinking. It can go in it for sure. But this one is a smaller glass. We're just going to say so it fits a cup of water in it. The next is a little snow globe. You think it holds a cup or a gallon? Hopefully you know. Hopefully you've seen snow globes. It clearly fits. It clearly fits a cup. A gallon snow globe would be a little ridiculous. So the next is a bathtub. Would use 30 cups or 30 gallons. 30 cups could fit in there. It's not going to go very far. So most likely 30 gallons to fill a bathtub. Think about that. Take a bath. You're using 30 gallons of water. That's a lot of water. So number 13. Jamie makes a shopping list for his picnic. His 4 friends, and with his 4 friends, he estimates that he'll need 5 quarts of lemonade for the group to drink. Do you think the estimate is reasonable? Hopefully you thought to yourself, okay, that means each person is drinking a quart of lemonade for a picnic. Okay, sure, some of you are like, oh, I could totally drink a quart of lemonade. I love lemonade. But it's not realistic. You really only need maybe 5 cups or 5 pints of lemonade for a picnic, even if it's really, really hot out. That's just a little ridiculous, drinking a whole quart of lemonade. I know some people do it. It's not good for you at all that sugar. But it's realistic if you go shopping to get 5 cups or 5 pints of lemonade. All right. So let me slide. I may keep that up there. Get this stuff out of the way. Next page. And we're going to start working with some story problems. It says, a painter mixed 5 pints of yellow and 3 pints of blue paint to make green paint. How many pints of paint did he make? Okay. Hopefully you look at it and say, well, that's pretty simple, 5 plus 3. It doesn't matter what color they started because they all end up green, so 5 plus 3 would equal 8. Eight pints. You know what? I'm going to have you work on the rest on your own, the next 2 pages. So work on the next 2 pages on your own, and if you finish and someone else is finished, I'll let you compare the answers with them. Just know that it's just basically, I think it looks like they're mostly all, they're all pretty simple one-step problems. So work on those, and if you finish, you can work on it with someone, or you can go over the answer with someone in your group.